is said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to Williams-Brice Stadium, home of the South Carolina Gamecocks. As we'll see, the number 12 team in the country, the Duke Blue Devils, taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the South Carolina Gamecocks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. And the Blue Devils will boot it away to start the game. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So South Carolina's offense will take the first swing of the game. He's been a story all season long, just continues to impress. The question remains, of all the catches he's made, can he reel in the Heisman Trophy, Jesse?
Well, the games are only going to get bigger because of his success in the first half of the year. His team is winning a lot of games. It's about championships, but this guy has an opportunity to win the Heisman Trophy. He's a big part of his team's success.
No doubt, and the whole field's slanted towards stopping him. But he's been that good through the first part of the season. Can it continue? Against better competition in championship moments, that will decide whether he wins the Heisman.
Guys, for just a little bit, let's talk about South Carolina. When you break into the top 5 halfway through the season, been flying under the radar, and that is no longer an option. You want to see if this team can stay focused with all the attention they're getting.
And that's what's pretty cool about their season. Like, they're starting to get respect. They've started to earn that. I think we just got to realize, Palmer, halfway through the season, you don't get any trophies. That doesn't exist.
You just got to keep doing what you're doing, right? It's been working to get to the...
Oh, he's got some space. Past the 20. Touchdown, Gamecocks. Once he got some room, it was over.
And these offensive coordinators tell you they want to start fast and they want to establish the run game. That is exactly what you did. First drive, you hand the football off, making the big explosive run, setting the tone for this football game.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Bringing it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. So Duke's offense has the ball for the first time. And the story is going to be in this one. Will this quarterback be able to operate before that big fella on the defensive front gets right in his grill, Jesse?
And listen, he's one of the best quarterbacks in the country, but he better play with the clock in his head in this one. He's not going to have a lot of time. There were a lot of quarterbacks around the SEC that probably felt this way back when they played the Georgia Bulldogs and David Pollack, right?
Yeah, especially those real teams with Jordan Davis and Nolan Smith and Jalen Carter. But, like, here's what's fun. You can't throw the ball off your back. And that's what this guy's going to try to do. Get to the quarterback, affect him. The bottom line is every quarterback becomes really human when you hit him. Can he hit him and make him human?
They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. Working that left side now. They get him stopped at the 26, but that'll be enough for this offense to go to work on 1st down. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29. The Blue Devils want to move quickly. You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
First boot of the day is on its way. He was called on 3 times in that loss last week. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Looking for a huge play. He caught it, and he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, South Carolina.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
He'll bring it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. So, guys, we'll see this offense again. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Pulls it in. It's Harvin. And the defense settled in to stop that before a short gain. Offense lining up quickly. They'll run play action. He lofts one down the sideline. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. And the Blue Devils send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Looking for space. It's Gardner. Gets it past the marker. He now has 85 yards on the ground, and he has his eyes fixed on leading the nation in rushing. This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. The Gamecocks now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. They'll give it to the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
He'll run it again. Stopped right at the 42-yard line as this defense forces a fourth down.
Now, fourth down.
No signs of any kind of kickers. They'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. On fourth down, going to the air. Couldn't find his man, and they'll give up the football on downs. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Off the play fake on first down. Fires to the wideout. Finds space on the right. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as he gets him down at the 37.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1. The Blue Devils in the hurry-up.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Ball is loose. They recover their own fumble. Somehow, who knows how they got that thing back. And the Blue Devils will punt this one away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Not going to take a chance to grab that one as it bounces out of bounds. 27-yard line. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He's taking the shot. He's got it at the 25. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Gamecocks. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Fires to the big fella. Trying to give them some room to work with. Stopped just short of the 20. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 19. Off play action. Makes the grab. He'll get a fresh set of downs. Stopped at the 31-yard line. And they'll line up from the 31 on first down.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you've got to be prepared.
Pocket breaking down. And the defense got him at the 27.
Well, you're seeing a complete effort right now by this football team. Their offense has been doing their part, scoring points. They've got a big lead, and the defense right now is just shutting the opponent out. So good against the run and so athletic, and they have the ability to rush the passer. As you saw right there, getting the sack. We're only in the first quarter, but they're right now winning this game in all 3 phases.
It's a reverse. And some room to work. Turning it on. He's into plus territory, knocked out of bounds after the nice game, mark it at the 47. The Blue Devils come to the line in the hurry-up.
There's a lot of ways to run the football. You can do it conventionally, handing it off. You can do it with the QB run. How about getting the wide receiver involved, though, on the reverse? Perfectly executed. He's able to get to the outside. That's a really nice gain for the offense.
And the Blue Devils with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Second down, they'll go to the air. Quickly to the tight end. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. We've reached the break. It's South Carolina holding the lead, and they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. Gets the back moving. On third down, he drops to throw. Oh, it's a fumble. Scoops it up, still a live ball. Flying down the left side. Touchdown.
And that is exactly how you draw it up, right? Hey, we're going to get this guy the ball. He's going to fumble it, but we know our own guy's going to scoop it and score it and completely fool the defense. Man, that'll never happen again in a million more plays, but that's one the offense is gladly going to take.
Coming out with it, it's Carter. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. On the ground, it's Gardner. Breaks into the open. He now has 106 yards on the ground, and that's just another routine day for this guy who's been among the nation's leaders in rushing all season long. Finds his way for 3 out to the 33.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Wants to fire on second down. Catch in the middle, it's Upshaw. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37. That's now 200 catches in his career.
It's so impressive because of his dependability. This guy has been consistent, David, week in, week out. He shows up, and he makes plays.
And it's easy to coach a guy like that. Consistent, does the work, catches the...
Hits him in stride inside the 10. Almost took it all the way, but a huge gain, and he has him set up first and goal.
Well, this offense has shown you it doesn't take a lot of time for them to generate explosive plays through the air. Big completion on the previous play. They take another shot and hit it, and they have completely flipped the field.
Looking for just one more yard. It's second and goal. Tries again to get it in. Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage for no gain on the play.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on second down, this little third to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run.
Touchdown, Gamecocks! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing it because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
Let's see if he can make a play on the return. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to do some work, but there's also no time to waste.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Corners are walked up tight. Shoots it to the left. Beautifully thrown ball. Terrific catch, and they'll have the first. The Blue Devils are in the hurry-up. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, third down, find it. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win and get some good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down.
Second down, he'll throw it. Working a little foot magic on the sidelines, and it'll be enough for the first down. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. And the Blue Devils have their offense in high gear. Looking downfield on first down. And he can't connect on the throw. It's incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not.
Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
I know it's early in this game, but, man, this defense has had their number. They've done a great job, already built a huge lead, now getting this offense in a situation where they got to pass the football, and they better protect their quarterback better than they are right now.
And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. This is going to have to be unleashed from 54 yards out. What a disappointment. No good. Couldn't find the range on the field goal, couldn't cut into the deficit, and they are still down by 21. Looking for room, it's Gardner. There he goes. Just gashing this defense, a big gainer to the 40-yard line. And the Gamecocks, after exploding for that huge run, back to work.
Man, sometimes it just gets frustrating, and you've just been beat down all day. This defense hasn't had answers, but now you can't let them run the football and just run it down your throat and be physical. This defense has to do something different and find a way to make something happen.
Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Running to the left. Headed to the end zone. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, South Carolina.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Meriden. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. A really nice job methodically driving down the field the last time they had it, but the missed field goal ruined the drive. Got his man downfield. Off to the races to the right. The 30. He just brought some serious energy, making that huge play and getting it all the way down to the 23-yard line. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Gets it out fast. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Going to swing it on second down. Intercepted deep in his own end. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
And that's such a great job of seeing the play, seeing it unfold, breaking on the football, making the interception, and you will absolutely never forget getting that first career INT, that big play, that big moment.
Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. On first down, here comes this offense. Gonna take a shot. Got it! And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Gamecocks!
Every time we speak to defenses before they play this guy, they all know he's going to get the ball thrown his way. They always come up with creative and exotic ways to try to cover him in the back end, but they're never able to get it done. This guy just beats coverage time and time again, and with that last catch, that's now his 15th receiving score of the season.
And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. Whistle blows, we are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. 1st and 10. DB's right up on the receivers. Wants to throw on first down. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is.
Holding.
That penalty moves the ball back. Yards will replay the down. It'll just make it more satisfying if they can move the chains after starting 1st and 20. Snap in the shotgun. Here's a heat. And the quarterback caught up 2 and sacked at the 12.
And add another one to the tally. This guy leads the nation in sacks. The nation. He's the best pass rusher. Getting to quarterbacks, making life really, really hard. That's 2 on the day. Let's see how many he gets today.
And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, back up inside their 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line. The Blue Devils decide to punt it away. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. He gets it away from his own end zone. At midfield, trying to turn it upfield. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. This has been an impressive first half, and Jesse, they'd love nothing better than to tack another one on before the break.
And why would they want to stop at this point? Everything they've dialed up, they've been able to execute throwing and running the football, Dave.
And how critical is it for this defense to get a stop down right now before the half? They can create some momentum on their side by getting a stop before the half.
Ball spotted at the 27. It's 1st and 10. They'll try the right side. Knocked down behind the line. Boy, he powered through one tackler, but there were more there to greet him.
I think one of the biggest keys in stopping these big physical running backs is you can never let them get momentum running downhill, and I think that was a big factor on that play. They didn't get him right away. He was able to break a tackle, but he couldn't get the speed going, and as a result, he's going backwards. That's a big TFL for the defense.
The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. Leaves it with the back. Oh, he's got some space. That'll be enough for the 1st down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
And obviously, this is one of the best offenses in the country, and it's because they get first downs. Top 10 in the nation picking up first downs. How nice is it to know you can turn around, hand it off to that guy right there, and let him go to work.
Makes the catch. Touchdown, Gamecocks. All that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
And this is blowout city. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen explosive plays. They score again here right before halftime. I don't know, guys. I mean, can we do running clock in the second half?
Looking for the 2-point try. He'll set up to throw. He's moving out of the pocket. Into the end zone for the 2-point conversion as they extend the lead. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? And the coverage team able to make the tackle. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Gonna run it. It's Dobbs. Can't get him to the ground. He's down at the 27. They can stop the clock, and this is a 1st down. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Men, it is hard to beat Columbia when that town is buzzing as it is today. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify.
Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. Nothing went right in that first half, and the first order of business here. Try not to be embarrassed any further.
But the comeback is possible. Remember 2006, Michigan State down 35 to Northwestern at halftime? They somehow came back and won the game. But it all starts on one play, and that has to happen here on this first drive of the offense.
Yeah, the first possession, because your possessions, you're only going to get so many possessions, and you've got to score on every single one of them. Offense, defense, special teams have to play out of their mind, but they have to believe.
He'll keep it on the sneak. He just needed a yard on third down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. And the Blue Devils will try to pin them back with the punt. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. He's got great speed. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football. Fires toward the end zone. Touchdown, South Carolina! They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off.
And this offense picks up right where it left off. Scoring points, creating a big play. First drive of the second half, no problem. Don't worry about halftime adjustments. Just keep doing what you've been doing.
The returner will field it and try to do some business. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Offense making its way onto the field to start the drive. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Second down, they'll go to the air. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. He's got it along the sideline. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. The short hands, it's Meredith. Turning it on. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line. The Blue Devils have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to throw again. Oh, they're after him. Got it in the middle, it's Meredith. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Now here on second down, see if they keep tossing it around. Looking to fire. Got it set up on the outside. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. Tight end now in motion.
Get high! Get high!
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Caught behind the line. It's Meredith. And that one looks great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. Now it looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. It is perfect. And the field goal was good. They get 3 on the board, but it really doesn't matter much in terms of the deficit. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Fielded in the end zone, it's Carter. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt.
Oh, there's an alley to the left. At the 20. Touchdown, Gamecocks. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
David, this guy's showing us everything he's got in his toolbox. Between the tackles, running outside, the elusiveness, the vision, the speed, the patience. With that home run, now has over 200 yards rushing in the...
And Man, there's nothing more frustrating than a guy that just keeps coming and keeps coming. They keep feeding him, and he keeps breaking tackles. He keeps making big plays. This defense has had absolutely no answer for that stud.
Out of the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on offense.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that weapon and kick long field goals.
Just broke the tackle and still on his feet. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield. The give out of the gun. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Hauls it in. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. And the Blue Devils are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Looking to throw on 3rd. Fires to the big fella. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. The Blue Devils will bring the punt team onto the field. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. After that last explosive running play, David, why not just try it again, right?
I mean, why not? Such a big, long, explosive run. You think, Jesse, maybe give it to him again? Or do you say, hey, QB, throw that thing out there?
I think you keep it on the ground, David. Honestly, I was watching the offensive line. They were fired up after that long.
Looking deep. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're scaring at 3rd.
No big surprise there, right? You're throwing to a guy that already has 3 touchdown catches in the game, so take another shot. Every time he has looked his way, good things have happened, and that's one of the very few times in this game so far where they have not been able to hook up.
This QB has been so comfortable all day long. Obviously having a ton of success. You've got to affect him. You've got to put some hits on him, those body blows.
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Looking for more room. Touchdown, Blue Devils. What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that.
Yeah, and how about that, man? 4th down, trying to go make a play, get this offense going, get it sparked, get some points on the board, and that couldn't have gone any worse. They throw the pick. Not only that, they return it all the way back for 6. That offense just shot themselves right in the foot.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll start the return inside his 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do, because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that...
Breaks into the open. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
Another good run. Man, he has been picking up yards in bunches today. Jesse showing off all the skills.
And he's showing no signs of slowing down, David. This guy just gets better as the game goes on. He is a beast.
Bringing the heat. Got his man on the right. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be...
Lets it fly deep downfield. Touchdown, Gamecocks. They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them.
That's number 2 on the day, having a day. I mean, you know he's going to catch the football, and you know he's going to make plays after he catches. Those are the kind of guys that you feature and you find them, and they produce like this, you keep finding them.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. And don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board.
It's complete.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Quarterback running on the draw. From their own 23, it'll be 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. It's complete on the right side. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a... So now it's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Got his man. And he'll move his way forward to the 1st down. They'll mark it at the 35. And the Blue Devils are moving quickly down the field. The give to the running back from the shotgun. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Getting deep in the 3rd quarter here. Clock stopped with 1.5 minutes to go. The play action fake. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Intercepted to stop the threat. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
And how about that? That's the first INT for this guy. Like, he's gone all throughout this year, taking care of the football, making plays, really building trust with his offensive coordinator. First mistake, hey, listen, put it behind you. You've had a great season so far, young man.
They'll snap it from the 10 for the first play of this drive. Handoff to the single back. Plows through the defense. Finds his way ahead for 6 and a little breathing room to the 17.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
They go to the ground. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
3rd down coming up.
And sometimes for the defense, it just takes one play, right, to create some momentum. Obviously, this guy's been eating them up. He's got over 100 yards rushing on the day. But finally, David, they get something positive here in the run game defensively.
But you kind of know that coming in. He's going to get his. Such a great back, and he's had a great day. Need to put more plays together like that right there.
Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. Trying play action. He'll off one deep down the left side. Hauls it in easily enough for the first down. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. They say it's still a game of field position, and that last one just flipped this baby. They've got it 1st and 10 in the red zone. Trying the run, it's Gardner. Touchdown, South Carolina! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Reese, that's 3 for the young fella. I mean, this dude's smelling the end zone. Anytime he gets near it, you know he's going to lower his shoulder, do whatever it takes to get in the end zone. A hat trick, the 3rd touchdown.
They'll line up to go for 2. They want to throw it. He's into the end zone for the 2 and extends the lead. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
17.
And he's coming out of the end zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Final play of the quarter coming.
29 Philly.
To the air on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Sweet throw and catch along the sideline. It's enough for the first down. That's the end of the quarter, and South Carolina has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Looking to throw on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Meriden. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Back to up now. Here's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Grabbed behind the line. It's Meredith. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. Wants to throw it. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The Blue Devils will line up to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. Makes the catch. Wants to make a move upfield. Slips through the line. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their... on that one. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find it.
There he goes. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
This guy's been special today. Coming into this one, they thought they had an opportunity really to get him going, running the football, and he has delivered. You've seen the speed, the vision, his ability to break tackles. Well over 100 rushing yards in this game, and that's why they have a nice lead here late.
And he does a... Nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. From the gun, the give, looking for room. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. The Gamecocks are marching down the field. Looking downfield on first down. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They built a huge lead. Now, incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
Right back up top on 2nd and 10. It's complete to the left. Touchdown, Gamecocks! And they take it in for 6 more points. The lead gets bigger here in the 4th quarter, and their run continues. to go 8-0. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, it's hit triple zeros in a captivating game today in the American. East Carolina is going to get out of Dodge with a win. It's a shave that might have been a little closer than Pirates fans wanted, but a road victory feels great no matter what the final score is. Always fun to see two of the better programs in the American duke it out. A good barometer for both coaches, fellas.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Wants to go up top. Quick strike complete. And he was knocked down immediately. Very short pickup on that one. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Soft spot in the middle. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Gamecocks. The defense takes matters into its own hands. That one pushes this lead out a little bit more here in the 4th, and now they can smell 8 straight wins.
Well, it's a great job by the receiver getting open and making the catch, but now you got to secure the football. You know there's going to be guys coming trying to rip it free. They did it. They scooped it. They scored. That's a play he's going to learn from.
And he added the extra point. That is a defensive player's dream. Ball sitting there, chance to scoop it up, run with it, and they don't stop you until the band starts playing. And he's going to bring it out. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens. Next week. Finds a little bit of space. He'll get 3 out to the 15.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of... They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Makes the catch. It's Meredith. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. And the Blue Devils come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. He'll sneak it and try to surge forward. And he needed just a single yard, and he did not get it. What a stout play by this defense. Punt is in the air on 4th down. Hauls it in, looking for space. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Now inside 4 minutes to go here on second down. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. Got the first down, looking for more. He got loose, almost housed it, finally tracked down at the 32. And the Gamecocks just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Right back to the well. Turning it on. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Gamecocks getting set on 1st and 10. Looking for room, it's King. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. The running back has it. Touchdown, South Carolina! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They give themselves just a little more cushion as they close in on extending this winning run.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conserved, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
And it'll... back, the ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They're dealing with a second and long. Looking to fire. Pulls it in, it's Breeze. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, he was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn.
Flying out to the left, at the 30. He's at the 10. And he crosses the goal line and gets the touchdown, but way too little. Way too late, but they still do count it for 6.
I think it's a good sign for coaches to see that their team is still fighting, and they're getting blown out in this game. Nothing has gone their offense's way. They've been outmatched, but here in the fourth quarter, you like to see guys competing. You like to see guys still trying to fight, because as a coach, you want to know the next time you take the field which guys you can depend on and what you can build off of.
And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. How about that blocking up front and that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown, David?
And the big boys up front doing their job, opening holes, the backs making plays, everything on the ground on that first drive worked.
And we know that this is the identity this coaching staff wants for this.
He lobs one high down the left side. Catch inside the 25. Speeding down the left side. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just added their total.
And what can you say about this offense in this game? All season long, they've done enough to win week in, week out. Hasn't always been pretty. They haven't always brought their A-plus game to the park. But they won a shootout today. Both offenses trading blows back and forth, and they were able to come out on top. And the offense, to me, is the reason they're still undefeated today.
On to attempt to try. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. corner's right up on that line of scrimmage. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
Nice job by this defense. That might be the exclamation point. Fourth quarter, I got a lead. You bring on the nickel.
Taking it the other way. Got some room headed to the goal line. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And how about this squad, man? Looking good again. Like, I feel like we say this week in and week out, just continuing to remain undefeated. Whatever it takes, offense, defense, special teams, they have been a good unit, and that's why their ranking is so high.
He'll return it. That's the kind of mistake that throws off your game plan. Come out of the end zone and you're stopped at the 8. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
He'll bounce his way ahead for a pickup of 4 out to the 14. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. This is the type of play that can give the offense momentum. 3rd and short from inside the 20. From the gun, wants to pass. A deep throw as the clock winds down. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. The Blue Devils will send out the punt unit. He'll try to really get into this one. Takes it on the return. Makes a move. He's going to get loose. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points? Because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them. Or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.
They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they built this lead. They've had a great day today.
And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. Wants to adjust the pattern. He's looking to throw. He's got it on the run. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the 4th quarter.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he's coming out of the end zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man. Doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on, and now just throw another sack in the equation.
It's a fumble on the play. And the ball is going to land out of bounds. They'll maintain possession and pick up a few yards in the process. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. Under fire. He's going to go down, and he's in his own end zone. It's going to be a safety.
And that kind of sums up the day for this offense. I mean, nothing has really gone your way. Now you give up the safety. Tell you what, this team's got a lot of work to do over this next week to get better, to improve. This was a bad day.
They'll get set for the free kick after the safety. Got room to work.
Returner is tackled down at the 36. And your South Carolina Gamecocks will take over.
They'll try to put a drive together starting from the 36. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Off play action on first down. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And it's picked off at the goal line. He'll try to take it back. Made a defender miss. And he's going to go down as time has run out. I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty